Hey, give the fat guy a hold. Let's bring the turkey in. It's almost Turkey Day, Thanksgiving. Don't be doing this Christmas stuff yet. Got me thinking. Thanksgiving themed bait. Well, I'm not a huge fan of most of the stuff at Thanksgiving. I do like turkey. Everything else, is a daily thing, but the pumpkin pie. That's the best part of Thanksgiving in my world. Only if you have like 1-to-1 ratio pumpkin pie with Cool Whip. Because, anyway, got me thinking. Do fish like pumpkin pie spice? Now, we're not talking about pumpkin spice lattes and all that stuff for the basics, if you know what I'm saying. Those basic motions, right? We're not doing that. We're thinking pumpkin pie. Which got me thinking, I had this color laying around. It's like if I do a dual laminate, I could probably make one side pumpkin pie spice, the other side vanilla. It'd be delicious for fish. So I got the imitation vanilla out and I was looking, and you see that first ingredient? That's not good. So if you didn't know, you do not mix anything with water in it with plastisol. It will blow up. Not good. So back to the basics. Might just be doing the pumpkin pie spice with a cream top. I haven't selected a mold for this bait yet. I figured I'll see how this stuff looks and turns out. And right off, I'm going to tell you, I know that this thing is going to cause bubbling like crazy. Any dry powder, mica powders, any of that stuff, they are nasty. So let's start heavy. Thinking of doing half cups. So this is like heaping teaspoons, and it smells good. So I'm adding the powder first. Then I'm adding the plastisol, because I think it'll mix easier. So that's what I am going to do. I have never tried this, never tried spices before. This is a first for me, so. And already, golly, that smells good. Don't drink the plastisol. But as predicted, this stuff is, as you can see, it's chunked up. It's going to take a while of stirring. I'm already predicting this color is going to be cool. I might not have to add any colorants or anything. Maybe I'll add a glitter, but I don't know. This has got different highlights and tones and everything to it. So I'm going to get this blended up. I'm going to degas it, throw it in the microwave, heat it up in the microwave, degas it again, I'm betting, and then get this stuff heated up. When that's done, hopefully I have an idea what the color looks like, and maybe I'll have a mold decided by then. Right off, not a good sign. This was just warming it up. And there's a lot of bubblage going on. More than I thought there would be. All right. Yes, I stir and shoot the laser in the middle to check temp. I am going to give that a little more juice, but it smells wonderful. It smells really good. But I'm going to give that another 30 seconds and then pop it in the degasser, the vacuum chamber. But I'm already second guessing what I'm doing here. Hey, better I do it than you guys, right? Because you don't want to be wasting your time with something stupid like this. If I could be happy with a bait off smell alone, OMG. And the color is pretty unique already, but I gotta add something. I'm gonna throw in some orange flake. I have to, just to give it a little bit more of that pumpkin pie look. Probably not a lot. I'm gonna go 1/8 teaspoon. And this is the really fine, so this is 0.15, or 0.015, I should say. And that, oh goodness, that's what she needed. Now, I'm sorry, if there's only one bait that comes to mind that I need to do this with, this has got to be done in the eye craw. It just has to. I'm thinking the belly and the I don't know which would be better. Maybe I'll do both. Okay, we are at 326 degrees on both. And no, I didn't warm up the molds. I'm too excited. Oh, that one's gonna fail. Even if it does, I don't care. It smells so good, I don't care. I should have probably had that plastisol a little warmer. It's kind of chilly in the garage today, but we'll see if this sloppy mess actually forms anything cool here when I get back to you. Okay, let's clean up this mess and see what we ended up with. Something kind of cool about the eye craw, if you do it just right, you pull that out. Oh, it didn't work that time. But sometimes you don't even have to do any snipping. I don't know how that happened. Yep. I'm glad I went with that as the top color. That's pretty slick. Let me nip this tail here. Not too shabby, and it smells. Oh, it smells good. See how these other ones turned out. Okay, and I thought that one was going to be a fail, and it actually turned out quite well. I'm telling you, do it. I'm not a huge fan of do it or their molds, but home run on this one. Like, it's phenomenal. It really is. Number 3. That one, maybe this was one I thought that was going to fudge up a little bit, and it did. But, look at that. That's kind of weird the way it laminated. But still, 2 out of 3 with 2 or 3 cold molds. That's almost a tongue twister. Not bad. I'm going to shoot a few more of these because that's really stinking cool. I know, you're all wondering, what color did the 2 laminate colors make? And the answer is, I don't know how else to describe it besides, but you know what? I hate to waste plastic, so let's do this. Wow. Yeah, this also cold. I don't care. I'm not selling these. These are for me. They don't have to be perfect when they're for me. If I'm selling them, they better damn well be perfect. But if they're rejects and they're really bad, I'll fish them. If they're rejects but not hardly bad, just little stuff, then you'll see them on a scratch and dent on my Etsy store. Speaking of which, guys need to visit a little more often. I'm not seeing a lot of traffic these days, but even with sales, I'm running sales like crazy all the time. Nobody seems to catch on to that. But right now, as of this moment in time, you might be able to catch the 1.7-inch whip wads on sale. Depending on when this video is released, you might have a week left of that. 75% off. So you get a pack for $1.25 or something like that. You're not going to get anything cheaper than that at the freaking Walmart. So anyway, if you guys are ice fishermen, that 1.7 is the perfect size. You want to see, do you? Do you really? I kind of don't. Shot it with a cold mold and ugly ass color. So let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Well, this will be a testament as to whether or not the smell is more of an attractant than the color. Gosh, that's just butt-ass awful. I don't think I'm going to make any more of those. So, full transparency. I tried going inverted on the craw with a white top, and I'm sorry, but that's just ugly. So we're going to pretend that those didn't happen and that these did. So there's our wonderful little laminated craws, and I couldn't resist. I couldn't. Got some 1.7 whip wads, got some of the holiday worms, and there's our two ugly colors. And yeah, these things dented crazy. I was way too hot, and yeah, we're not going to talk about that. But anyway, couldn't resist. I wanted to see what they look like by themselves as a bait, and I'm going to actually try for some bluegill with these. But I wanted to see what they look like without that lamination. And not bad. Not bad at all. And they still smell really good. These things have been reheated over and over. They have kept the smell amazingly. So I guess the only thing left to do is try and find time to go fishing with them now and see if they work. All right, so not an ideal spot, but sun's going down. It's about 55 degrees right now and dropping. I had to get out and at least try this guy out. So I may not run the camera the entire time just because I forgot my tripod, and I don't think I have anywhere decent to really put a cell phone camera. So wish me luck. That's why I fished the eye craw. Tell me how good that looks. So I thought I was going to end that video at the pond in town, but I decided to hit some big water today. It's mid-afternoon, 55 degrees, water's very clear. Best part is I don't see a sign of anybody. So I don't know, I'm gonna give it a run. I'm not gonna keep the camera rolling, but if I catch anything, I will definitely show it off. Well, no fish so far, but not a total loss. Kind of not my style and rusted up a bit. Oh. Yeah, don't go for the rainbow stuff, but maybe my daughter will. I don't know. Okay, I gave up. It was 3 days of fishing and crappy weather. That's going to be my excuse. It is cold. It's that time of year when fish just are not biting anymore, it seems. Unless you have a boat, you can get deep and get to them. But I don't. I'm a shore fisherman. Someday I'll get that boat. We'll see. What did I learn? Well, in 3 days of fishing, which totaled probably 5-6 hours of working these 4 specific baits. Got nibbles on this. Not a damn thing on this. This looks freaking great, and I'm going to continue to revisit it. I don't know that I'll do any video on it or anything, but I just absolutely love this thing. The color to it, the smell, they do smell great. This was the most interesting one though. This kind of was the proof in the pudding to me that the pumpkin spice smell was working, because I could drop this in and I had bluegill, sunfish just nipping the crap out of this thing. They could care less about the little guy, but when this thing was just suspended and just sitting there or laying on the bottom, man, they just flock to it. So I think there's something to the spice. I really do. And like I say, I will continue to mess with this. If anything else turns up with it, I'll probably do a quick video or something, maybe a short, I don't know. But what I've learned is I love the color. I really do. And the smell's great. I can make baits without it stinking. Dead on plastic doesn't really smell anyway. I don't smell it. My kids will sometimes be like, "Oh, Dad, you've been making baits." Well, yeah, they're right. They can smell it. Maybe I'm just nose blind to it, but yeah, smells great. Looks good. I'll probably continue to mess with it. Like I say, did I get anything out of it? Did I get any fish? No fish, but hey, I got this really pretty looking knife. I ran some WD-40 over it, and you know what? It took the rust off and it's smooth again. So maybe I'll put an edge on it. Maybe I will use it. Maybe I'll give it to one of the daughters. But in the end, is what it is. That's the whole part of bait making, is just trying different stuff that other people haven't before. So somewhere around here, I gotta go get some pumpkin pie. This has been ridiculous. This whole time I haven't had any pumpkin pie. I'm gonna go do that. In the meantime, don't subscribe. I'm not your dad. I can't tell you what to do. But thanks for watching, and have yourself a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you soon.